And welcome to another edition of the OOTP 21 Perfect Teams series using the Universal Pioneers of Mine. I'm Big Pauly coming to you. It's Saturday night. Well, let's see, what time is it now? It should be around 8:30, 8:35 Eastern Time. And I am over 1,000 points, so it's time once again to look and see whether or not I will make the playoffs. Probably not. Special hello out to Retro Sports Network because I couldn't do it in my HDFL series today. Joining up and subscribing to this channel, we're up to 14 subscribers, which I think is pretty good for being at this for about a month, a little over a month now. I defeated the Philly Snappers 6-3 in my most recent game, but I'm 65 and 88, and I will probably finish way out of the money in terms of making the playoffs. In fact, I'm at 65 wins, I think it is, and not too many teams beyond me. Waco Warriors is at 122 and 31, but you never know. Somebody could catch them in the playoffs. Ralph Kiner doing well, but this is the Ralph Kiner for the El Centro Donkeys. Uh, let's see, and Universal out of time at the playoffs. So there's no way I'm making the playoffs, but with 1,885 points, I thought I would try to get some cards here. In fact, that's what we will do. With 1885, we're just gonna. Well, no, no, no. I don't want to buy points. I want to get a bronze pack, which is what we'll do here. And worst comes to worst, maybe we sell off 6 players. Here we go. First one is Chucky Carr of the 93 Marlins, the expansion Marlins. We have Harold Ramirez of the Miami Marlins. Harold Castro. And DJ Stewart. D. Gordon. Do I get anything good here? Nope, just Butkus. So, we'll just sell off those players and be done with it. That was not a good draw. But my team wasn't going to make the playoffs, so I just figured, what the heck, we might as well just try to get a lucky draw, a lucky pull. Okay, so we will sell Alcala at 8 at Minnesota Twins and put him up. So we'll just go down the line here. We got 3 second basemen. Chavis will stay, and we'll get rid of Castro. Castro would be a good utility player, perhaps, and I will sell him at 7. The only question left is, do I wind up going back to the Stone League? Because I have been going from the Stone League to the Iron League to the Stone League to the Iron League, and now I could wind back at the Stone League again. D. Gordon might be a good pickup for somebody here. Good stealing and base running numbers. Speed of 91 on a scale of 100, 1 being bad and 100 being good. So if you're forming a team, that would not be a bad acquisition if you just want pure speed. But I tend to do things on the sabermetric level. If you ever watch Moneyball, they tell you that, stealing bases is kind of silly if you're playing the game the sabermetric way, and that's what I try to do with my team. Is I try to do sabermetrics, just try to get guys who could key to Moneyball, or so it is said, is you want guys who could get on base via the walk route, and you want guys pitching who don't give up a lot of walks. And we'll sell Chuck Carr here. And I imagine he might go, no, he doesn't go for a good price. He goes for 30. I'll just put him up at 29. And it's not a seller's market anymore. I'm seeing a lot of these players come down. DJ Stewart might be a good player someday for Baltimore. Plays right field. Good hitter from what I am told. and we'll put him up for 7. So that's it. Not a lot to see here. We're at 885 points. Our weakest player right now is a 73, and that's Kiermaier. Maybe we should try to get a center fielder that would put Kiermaier to the bench or to the reserves. And I would really like to get a historical player, Royce Severs. Let's take a look at him. He is going at 433. Not a good base runner, but a good contact gap and power hitter. Not a good fielder, so why get rid of him? Why get rid of Kiermaier, who is a good fielder, just not a good hitter? Um, Larry Durker sold for 721, so that's a good deal. Let's again look at our center fielders and see if we could get somebody here that would be relatively good. Gary Geiger, if you've ever heard Bob Costas's Stratomatic story about how Gary Geiger was used to beat a rival of his at Stratomatic back in the 60s, that's a hell of a story. If you ever see it on YouTube, it's worth watching because it was like Costas knew Geiger was going to hit a home run for him, a grand slam. And Gary Geiger would be 86 power and 80 against lefties and righties, and he would play center field as a 77. Uh, might be a good pickup considering we got Ralph Kiner in the lineup. So I'm going to go ahead and buy him for 230. Now, we'll adjust our team likewise, and Gary Geiger stays on the bench, which is kind of interesting. Dahl is a 76 and he stays, but Gary Geiger a 77 and he stays on the reserves. We'll send Will Myers packing in that event, and we'll get 36 for him, or we'll sell him at 25. One of the two. Well, maybe something in between. Who knows? So now, I think the AI is thinking of Kiermaier's value in the field and is saying, don't get rid of him. Don't get rid of him. We look at Sean Murphy. We have two catchers at 79 and 76. So maybe we should try to get a catcher up at that 79 level. And we have Hank Gowdy, who played on the 14 Boston Braves. And I have heard some good things about Jim Sundberg. Let's look at him real fast. 100, yeah, he's a great defensive catcher at 102 rating. Now, I should point out that when you get a catcher, with these ratings, I should say, you could get a rating over 100. The ratings are not capped at 100. Like, for instance, I have Ralph Kiner, and he's got a power of 128, overall power of 128. So I'm going to get Sundberg at 500, perhaps a little overpriced, but what the hell. And he would be a good defensive catcher. Let's see what that does to our team. And again, they don't bite on picking up Sundberg. So I have 16 minutes before playing my next game. I'm just tempted just to put these guys in the lineup and see what they could do and take like a little quick temperature of them. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Kiermaier, and I'll show you my strategy is sabermetric, or should be sabermetric. No, it wasn't sabermetric. It was just set at average. Shows you what I know. And like I said, we're going to put Kiermaier out, and we will put Geiger in. And we are going to take Murphy out, and we're going to put Sundberg in. Because ultimately, I have the final say on. No, 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 no. I want the computer to set up the lineups, and I want to have control over the AI moves. So we'll set up our offense as such: Simeon, Rizzo, Kiner, Smith, Bryant, Marte, Hoskins, Geiger, Sundberg. So that'll bring in two new starters, and we're still using Soraka at 584. Oh, what a bad choice that was. Guzman's not doing too much better at 506. Yeti at 459. Washburn 514. We might wind up in the Stone Division again. Can we get anybody left that is higher than a 76? Plays right field. Try one more acquisition here. And nope, that will not be the case without having to go into an auction process. So that's going to be our team. Not going to make the playoffs, but we might wind up in a Stone Division again, a Stone League. So there's that. Submit the team. And I will say to you, thank you for tuning in to whatever part this now is. I think I'm up to 27, but don't quote me on that. Hope you enjoyed today's Perfect Team Look-In, and we'll catch you again soon. Bye-bye for now, everybody.